to an all-new episode of RLU This Week.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of RLU This Month. I'm your host, 80s Baby, Dario, whatever the hell you want to call me. Joining me tonight is...
It's Adam, the Urban Spidey.
And that is it. So it's just me and Adam tonight.
I mean, you know what they say, two's company, three's a podcast.
Yeah, there you go. So it's just me and Adam tonight. The other guys couldn't make it. They've been busy. Life is busy. So we're gonna try to put on a decent show. I mean, I don't know if they were even decent before, but we're gonna do what we do best, and it's just bullshit. So
yeah.
Adam, how you been, man? How you been since the last time we recorded? What's new?
Yeah, I'm good. I mentioned last episode I'm like taking care of a fish tank now, and that's been peaceful.
A fish tank, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? The intro wasn't playing?
Yeah, no, but it's whatever now.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it. Maybe it was playing on the stream, but I don't.
No one cares about what you see, as long as they see something. So what kind of fish you have? How many fish?
Those little fish that you see in aquariums all the time?
No.
Like, okay, well, I mean, they're just little fish. It's little fish. That's it.
All right, I guess so. I'm so many questions. Joey said, Bootleg Joe, thank you for joining in, man. Said fish tanks is the gateway to peace.
It is.
I don't know, piece of shit. I don't know what piece you gonna, because when that water get dirty and stinking, that's nasty.
That's only what happens when you don't take care of it.
Well then. I hope you're taking care of your fish, Adam.
I absolutely am. It's the only thing keeping me going right now.
NYC Figure Fanatic, what's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, then peace becomes a lie. That's exactly what it is. Peace is bullshit. That ain't real. That doesn't exist. But yeah, man. Let's see. Since the last time we recorded, I actually haven't been doing my own show. So for about 2 weeks now, I've been doing other stuff behind the scenes that I'm excited about, that hopefully I can announce in the next week or two, hopefully. But stay tuned for that. But I've just been busy with that and doing shit behind the scenes. Other than that, nothing, man. Trying to sell off these pops, make some money, and to buy new figures that come broken.
What's the most expensive pop you've sold so far?
I had what's that show called with the crack?
With the crack?
Breaking Bad.
Heisenberg.
Yeah, and Jesse, right?
Uh-huh.
I had them in those hazmat suits. I sold those off, and the shop was selling them for like about $1.60. They got sold. I just bring random stuff. So like everything I bring them is between $50 to like $200 a pop. That's literally
fucking crazy.
And then I have a whole box separated. That's everything in that box is between $150 to $300. And then I have this one Funko Pop, a Freddy Funko that's over $1,000. Yeah, so I'm little by little. I go cash some stuff in.
Yeah, you're sitting on a fucking bank.
Apparently my whole collection was worth like $24,000. So I bought this from Big Bad. was excited as hell. Was excited as hell to get this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right off the bat, I got a handle that's broken.
Damn.
So I was like trying to see if I could glue it back, and I was like, "Yeah, nah, I paid $95 for this.
Yeah, it shouldn't break.
I'm not
as soon
fixing
as
it. I'm not trying to fix it. Send me my fucking new one." So I hit up Big Bad, and they're gonna send me a return label. Because I was
I got a package stolen, and Big Bad does the fucking FedEx Smart Post or whatever, and the recipient of the package can't file a claim through FedEx. You need to contact the sender to file a claim. And I contacted BBTS to file a claim, and it just nothing ever happened. They said it'll take a few weeks to go through. It's been like, I don't know, 6-7 months. So
you never kept repeating, sending them the messages and stuff.
I called them, and just nothing happened. So,
I sent them an email, and I got a reply the next day and didn't even notice.
Damn. Well,
yeah.
Maybe this is just my luck.
I sent them the order number and the item number and everything, and I sent them a picture. And they were like, "Oh yeah, we could send you a return label so you can return it or get a refund or whatever." I'm like, "Give me my motherfucking, send me that return label, yo. I'm trying to get my bike." I've been looking at this for a minute, and I'm like, "Yeah, I finally get it." Shit comes broken. I wasn't down with that, but other than that, yeah, man, nothing's been going on. So, you know what? How about you been watching anything? Have you been? I don't even know how to say it now. I'm fucking myself up. Yo, Adam, you got anything worth watching?
Yeah, actually, I do. So I think, last episode I talked about The Last of Us being incredible and probably one of the best shows. You good?
Yeah, go ahead.
And being probably one of the best shows I've ever seen, and it just keeps getting better. So there's that, and I'm sure anyone that's watching The Last of Us will tell you it is incredible. But I also watched. I can't remember if I mentioned it back.
Last of Us. It's on its last episode, right?
Yeah, tonight is the last episode.
Oh, it's tonight. Oh, okay.
But way back when this was actually the weekly show, I think I mentioned that I did like a binge watch of all of the seasons of You on Netflix. Which is every white woman's favorite show. And they released a season 4. I can't remember when it was. It was sometime last month. And it's being released in 2 parts. I haven't watched the second part yet, but the first part is just so stupid. It's so stupid. And I watch the show because I like to make fun of it, but it's also kind of interesting. And like, this season is just fucking crazy. Like, he's in fucking London, and he's like hanging out with all these rich idiots, and he's like, "Oh, they're all rich, but I'm poor, and they don't know what it's like." And then he finds another guy that's rich now, but he started poor, and it's just, I'm going full spoilers, by the way, for anyone that actually gives a shit about the show. And it turns out, no, this just released this what I'm talking about. Well, last month, but like, it's revealed that the guy that was poor but then became a millionaire by writing a book is actually the bad guy of the season, and it's just like it's ridiculous because the entire time, like the entire season so far, the first part of the season was like, well, actually, more like 3 episodes of the first part of the season was like, oh, we're gonna have a rich person murder mystery party. That's what it felt like it felt like a ripoff of Glass Onion because it
Oh,
was a
okay.
murder mystery party, but then people actually get killed. But then like they're all like, oh my god, the main character is the bad guy, and it's just it's so ridiculous because it ends up with this fucking psychopath dude chasing the actual psychopath through the woods with a shotgun, and it's ridiculous, and I hate that I'm enjoying it.
It's so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's genuinely just like so fucking stupid that I love it.
That's stupid.
It is stupid.
Now I know my wife, and I want to say my oldest maybe watching that show. Yo, that looks like the dumbest shit ever.
It's so
Like
fucking
since season 1. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this is what are you watching? Like this is so stupid. And I'm just like, whatever. It's like 4 seasons now, right?
Yeah, this is the 4th season,
Yeah, there's a lot of more dumb people than I thought because if this shit's still going, it's crazy.
and the weird thing is, it feels like, you know, the show Dexter about the
Yeah,
serial killer. It
yeah,
feels like Dexter and then Twilight like mixed together.
yeah.
It's
It
so
definitely is a
fucking
ripoff of Dexter. It definitely is. Like that whole I'm a serial killer, but trying to balance
yeah.
like a normal life at the same time, and I'm just a weirdo now.
Yeah, and it's like it missed the serial killer craze by like 10 years.
That definitely did. I'm glad I don't watch that.
It's so stupid.
Other than that, anything else, or just those 2 things?
Uh just those 2 things, unless
You're
you
not
want to.
watching the Star Wars stuff, Mando, or
Oh, God,
what's
how
that other crap?
Well, actually
The
that right there
cartoon.
should tell you. Uh
Damn.
Actually, the Bad Batch right now is amazing. It's way better than the first season was. Like the first season felt like it dragged a little bit or a lot. Uh but this season has been like ever since, actually no, even before, like the entire season has been pretty solid, but like since the halfway point of this season, it's just been really fucking good. um Mandalorian, we're 2 episodes into the Mandalorian, and I gotta say the first episode of season 3 disappointed me. Like it just felt meh. And I think part of the reason for that is because it's so repetitive. Like we get I'm going full spoilers for Mandalorian for anyone that hasn't watched it. We like a recap. So you know how at the beginning of these shows there's usually like a recap. It's like, oh, here's what happened previously. In the recap for the first episode of The Mandalorian, it doesn't even show Grogu and the Mandalorian reuniting, which is like, first off, for the people that didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett, which I thought it was so stupid that they had them reunite in the Book of Boba Fett rather than the Mandalorian, which is the one that people mostly watched because a lot of people just didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett. Like the entire first episode just felt like, oh, I'm no longer a Mandalorian because I took my helmet off, so I gotta go bathe in the waters in the mines of Mandalore. And he goes, he like goes to the armor and it's like, look, maybe I can go to Mandalore, and she's like, well, you probably can't. And then he's like, well, I'm gonna go. And then the only good part of the episode is when he goes to Navarro and he meets up with Carl Weathers, and like that's the best part of the episode, and it ends like that. And like after that, we get this really, well, I won't say the chase is bad, but the music, that's actually my biggest complaint with the season so far, is the music. But like the music makes this like starfighter chase just boring. And then he goes to Bo-Katan and is like, hey, I'm going to Mandalore. And she's like, okay, I don't care. And it's like the whole episode is just, I'm gonna go to Mandalore. Okay, cool, whatever. No one gives a fuck.
That's funny. I haven't even watched the episode. Like I didn't even know it came out, to be honest with you, until like maybe Friday. That I was like, oh, okay, it's a thing.
I will say the second episode is a lot better because it's new stuff rather than just a bunch of like repetitive shit. Because that's all the first episode was, at least to me. But like the second episode has Grogu actually doing stuff and like helping Din out instead of just being there floating in a pod.
I don't watch Bad Batch, but all I've been hearing about is Bad Batch and how good it is and everything.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why it made me not even like, bother with Mando starting all over again. The closest thing I came to Pedro Pascal, whatever his name is, was today when I watched Hot Ones. When he's on the latest episode of Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know anything about that. You got anything else, or that was it?
That's it.
So as for me, what's worth watching? I haven't watched anything, to be honest. The new season of Bel Air started maybe a couple weeks ago, I want to say. I watched the first episode. I think they're on episode 3 from what I saw this afternoon, but I haven't watched the second or the third. The first one was, so for those who watched the first season, at the end, everything comes crumbling down with he finds out how Uncle Phil lied to him and kept things from him with his father. He ends up leaving the house. This episode back was them basically like, piecing it out and him moving back at the end and everything. Haven't seen the episode 2 or 3, but last season was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. So I'm waiting to, catch up on shit. The Wu-Tang show is back. That's like on episode 6 already, because they dropped the first 3 episodes when it's the first shot, for this is the last season, by the way. Season 3 is the last season. They dropped the first 3 eps. I just finally caught up today on everything. I think they're on episode 6, but I haven't watched the last one. I got up to 5. But it's been pretty cool so far. It's been dope. I like that show. I'm kind of glad it's over though. Like this is the last season, because it's like you're gonna keep it going. It's got to stop at some point, or else then you're gonna start. Even though some of these stories are probably like exaggerations or not even true, but it's like I don't want to keep seeing like a 6th season of this shit. You know what I mean? Because then it's like now you're just making stuff up with these characters, right? But that's been all right, and nothing else, man. I haven't even been watching TV like that. I can't even remember if I watched the movie. Well, I did watch movies, and I'm pretty sure you watched the same movies. So maybe we could talk about that.
Probably.
Yeah. So like, I watched Ant-Man, and what's it called? The Quantum of Solace or something? What's Quantum?
That's James
Quantumania?
Bond.
Quantum
Quantumania.
Quantumania. Yeah, I watched that. And did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I watched it the day it came out. I had like a 4 o'clock showing.
Yeah, I saw it at like 3. It was crazy. That's the earliest I'd ever seen a movie.
Yeah, same here. I was just like, damn, early and earlier, right? Next thing you know, I'm gonna be watching this shit at noon,
Yeah,
like these, Thursday at noon and shit. But
early bird special.
what did you think of the movie?
You know, I thought it was just an average MCU movie. Like it wasn't terrible. It wasn't as bad as like all the reviews say. It was just an average MCU movie, and that means it's not great, but it doesn't mean it's terrible. And the best part about it was easily Kang, and so many people are saying Kang is dead or whatever, but there's no way that Kang is dead. Like, he's definitely coming back. But yeah, the movie's good. It is good. You
Yeah,
know,
I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. Like you said, Kang probably to me was the best part of the whole movie. Um, yeah, it was just like a regular MCU movie. It wasn't like the greatest. It wasn't the worst, regardless of what Rotten Tomatoes,
yeah.
some rotten fruit tells you. Um, it was cool, man. I dug it. It was cool. I really wanted to see Paul Rudd die though. I was kind of disappointed. Kang didn't you know kill his ass and shit. But it was cool. It was cool. Kang was a dope character. Like, I'm glad. I hope we see him again. Even though that version of him we probably won't. We'll get something else, if anything. Who knows? I really think he would be the big bad, like a Thanos, like the way they're setting him up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll see him like the final version of him in the
I mean,
whatever Avengers movie comes out.
in the post credits scene, we got Immortus and Rama. Immortus is like the final version of Kang. Like that.
Okay.
That's his like
Who was he out of the
end of
three?
time. He was the one that was like, they're starting to mess
The one
with
that was talking the
time.
whole time? The one that was
Yeah,
talking the most?
yeah, the
One in the
one
middle.
with the blue, yeah, with the big
Oh, okay.
hat that
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
that. And Rama Tut is like one of his earlier like incarnations. Like in the timeline, it's really early.
That's the Pharaoh looking one.
Yeah, but I still have no clue who that third Kang was. I know a lot of people were saying it was Scarlet Centurion, but I at least it didn't seem like it was to me. So I think it was just some sort of, they needed a third Kang variant to be there. So
Yeah. Did you happen to see any like Kangs that you were like, oh snap, look at that in the crowd when like they were in the arena and shit?
yeah, actually, it was actually pointed out. I think I saw it on Twitter. Like one of the Kangs that like was teleported into the Coliseum or whatever was like just dressed in a business suit, and it could be Mr. Griffin, which is like Kang in modern times, and he buys Avengers Tower. And in Loki, we do see Avengers Tower with QENG, which is Kang. Is it Kang Enterprises? I can't remember, but that could be something we see pretty soon, especially since I mean, we've been talking about this since 2017, but someone bought Avengers Tower during Spider-Man Homecoming. So we could see like a just current modern day MCU Mr. Griffin, which is Kang, but I don't know.
I don't
But
know
that was the
who that
only
would
one
be.
that.
Who was the one that we saw in the other post credit scene with Loki
Oh,
and Wow?
Victor Timely. He's I think like the very first like iteration of Kang. Like he went back in time and was like, I'm gonna teach this entire like city I created about time travel or something like that. I don't know completely, but
Mm,
if only we had a serious nerd here to talk about it.
huh.
Um, but he, my guess is for Loki season 2, they're going to be like tracking all of the Kang variants over
Yeah.
time. But like they'll end up like having to do it outside of like the TVA. But I don't think we're gonna get that many well, we're definitely not gonna get as many Kangs as we saw in the Council of Kangs.
Yeah, no. I think that was just to show like how many variants there
Yeah,
were.
yeah,
But I think it's probably gonna stick to like maybe 2 or 3, if that
yeah.
main core.
It would be really cool to see Victor Timely as the main Kang variant that they have to go up against. I know there's people theorizing that Victor Timely was the one that started the TVA, but I mean that seems likely, but I'm pretty sure like it could have been He Who Remains that was like, well, I mean it is the same person, but yeah, it gets complicated talking about time and one person
Yeah,
going
yeah,
through
nah.
time.
And plus, like I said, it's we don't even know what they're doing with everything, right? We're still in like what the fuck is MCU doing,
Yeah, that's
right?
something
So
I was thinking about earlier. Is like we've had 16 new Marvel things since the multiverse saga started, but only like 5 of them have had anything to do with the multiverse. And even then, it's not like the only one that really goes into any depth about the multiverse is Loki.
yeah, probably.
So, well, I
Eric
mean,
Alfred Abel, what's up, man? Live from Cancun, Mexico. Thank you for tuning in for a little bit. Yo, go enjoy your vacation, bro. Catch the replay.
yeah, don't watch us.
Cheney, what's up? But yeah, like I mean, like yeah, you're right. Because what we had Loki, right? We had Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I
this
mean, Doctor
now
Strange, like,
it touches it a little bit because we're going
yeah, but
right.
it didn't like. Well, I guess it did
It
explain. It
doesn't
had
go
to
into it doesn't
explain.
go in depth, but it goes. It's
Yeah,
in the mix.
yeah,
Spidey,
yep,
and then this Ant-Man.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was it. Nothing else. Like, oh, we get the little stupid end credit scene in Kamala. What's her name?
Oh, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Yeah.
I don't even think that has anything to do with the multiverse.
Nah.
No, I think that's just them swapping places. They're still in the same universe.
Nah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, Cheney said MCU is mad boring. I fell off a long time ago. I'm still sticking in there, trying to see what's going
I
on. But
I'm
after it is getting a little bit more boring and boring trying to piece these things together. So we'll see
I,
what happens after this little phase, I guess.
I'm hoping that Phase 5 will be where they like focus like right now we have a general like, yeah, we're gonna start touching the multiverse, but like phase 5 needs to be the phase where they really focus in on like the multiverse because of this thing that happened, because you guys started messing with time, the entire multiverse is going to start collapsing on itself. Because I mean, I'm sure what they'll end up doing is I mean they kind of did it with Infinity War and Endgame. Like we didn't really have any Thanos except for the end credits scene of the first Avengers and uh what Guardians of the Galaxy when he was just there. Um, but like I'm really hoping they focus more on building the multiverse as like a concept rather than just saying, yeah, it's something that we're getting to.
Yeah, Cheney said phase 4 was whack and phase 5 started off as a dud too. I thought we were in phase 4. What phase are we in? I don't even know.
We're in phase 5 right now, but
Is that with the shows and everything, or
yeah.
oh,
Phase 5
okay.
started with Ant-Man.
Oh, that's the start of it.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, got it. They're gonna use the Secret Wars Battle World to reset it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna give them a shot. Again, we're not gonna get what we got in the past 10 years in the first couple years or whatever. So I don't expect it to be like fucking great. But it's been a slow burn, man. It's a slow burn.
Mm-hmm. Especially since it's like 16 things they've released over the past 2 years, and it's like there's so much that just hasn't been touched on. You
Dragon Eyes,
know?
what's up, bro? Yeah, nah. I mean, like I said, hopefully we get stuff. I know with the shows, it's almost like a introduction type of thing to everything else, which I like. I don't want to
Yeah,
see origin stories. I am done with origin movies, right?
yeah. I think
I
everyone is
I
just
don't want to see origin movies. Just keep giving me shows for characters that I don't really know. Give me a show and then throw them in a movie or something. I don't want to see a movie giving me, oh, this guy got his powers like this, or this girl got her powers like. Nah, I don't want to see that. It's just so I can't sit through that no more, bro. These movies are getting to be 2.5 to 3 hours long. I don't want to see an hour and 40 minutes of just how I became this superhero. I'm done with that.
yeah.
Like, yeah. Eric Alfred said the only first Secret Wars was worth it. Epic scenes like Hulk holding up the mountain and the new black suit Spidey.
I
I'm hoping
mean,
that's what we get. I'm hoping that's what we get in whatever movie they're bringing. It's not called Secret Wars. What's it called?
Secret
Is it
Wars.
called? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they changed the name.
Uh, there's Kang Dynasty and then Secret Wars, but
There you go.
the Hickman Secret Wars from 2015, like that has some pretty amazing imagery too. Like God Doom holding the skeleton of Thanos. That's epic. But like I think they are basing it off of the 2015 Secret Wars more than the 80s Secret Wars. But
Cheney said that they announced that they're dialing way back on the shows. Well, then there you go. Guess more origin movies, which I don't
no,
want.
so what I've heard is that the shows are going to turn into special, or a lot of the shows are going to turn into specials more than shows. Because, I mean, to be fair, we don't need a whole special for Miss Marvel, for example, or even Moon Knight, because there are episodes in those shows that just feel like, all right, come on, like move forward a little bit.
I mean, as long as it's not a special like the Christmas Guardians of the Galaxy shit, because that I was trash, bro.
Yeah, that was
I was
not the
trash.
best.
And I hate the way Groot looks. It looks like a cheap. It looks like a cheap costume, bro. Like some Spirit Halloween shit. Like what the hell?
I think like the only way they could make that Groot design look better is if they like made him bigger. Because I mean, Groot in the comics, he's well. I'm not really sure what he looks like now, but he's way cooler looking because he is kind of bulky, but he also has like the really long arms, and like that design just isn't a good look for Groot.
Yeah. Yeah, but so Quantumanium, right?
Yeah.
Quantumanium. It was cool. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. How many really
It
goods would
wasn't
you
bad,
say?
wasn't good. Or it wasn't amazing. It was good. It just wasn't amazing.
How many really goods was it?
I gave it a 6.5 really goods.
I'll probably give it like a 5. Like a 5 really goods. It was just in the middle. It was nothing then it was nothing crazy, you know. Um what else? What else you've been watching? Let's see. What other movies was out? What else? What the hell are we talking about?
I didn't really watch any other movies.
Has anything come out after that? Nah, it was just that, right? Wait, I actually wrote shit down. Hold on. I wrote shit down. Let's see. Chris said I enjoyed Ant-Man. The daughter was terrible though.
Really? I thought Cassie was pretty good.
Yeah, like, I kind of liked her. I kind of liked her. The whole all right, so the whole thing with him like trying to catch up with her, like because of the timing, you know, like how he was in jail and then the blip and all this shit, right? And then he literally is trying to like come back and stuff and spend more time with her, but she's like a super bitchy teenager now. But the fact that she, I guess, is smart from hanging out with what's his name, Pym?
Hank Pym.
Hank, yeah, Hank, hanging out with Hank, calling him granddad and shit, even though they're not related at all. But I thought that was kind of cool, and her getting her own suit and shit like that, and like again, I think they're setting up for the whole new Avengers shit, right? All the little kids and stuff, getting rid of the old and coming in with the new. So, it was cool. Her being the giant version of herself, that was all right. But here's the thing. So this dude in part 1, he was kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, and then hit the button, made himself big again. We're in this quantum realm, hits the button, and he just becomes a giant sized version in a microscopic universe. Like, why wouldn't he grow out of it? Is what I don't understand.
I don't know, and I think it's one of those things that it's like maybe don't question it too hard. It's probably just one of those things. Like
Cheney said, I watched The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent last night and loved it. What the hell is that?
It's with Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal.
Oh, that's the meme I'm seeing everywhere.
Yeah.
Where Nick Cage is looking mad annoyed and this guy's like turns around like super cheesy. My girl keeps asking, when are we going to see another new Marvel movie? I respond, someday. Someday. That's funny. What's that movie about? That Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. What is that? I know. I just seen the memes. I have no idea anything about it.
I haven't watched it, but basically, it's just about a dude. At least from the trailer that I've seen, it's about a dude that really loves Nicolas Cage. That's it.
What the hell? For real?
Yeah, and I love that idea. I just haven't been able to watch it yet.
Jose Gonzalez, man, welcome. Jumping on late, but fired up for a new episode. Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Uh, Nick Cage plays himself. Doesn't he always? They just call him a different name, but he's the same thing. um, yeah, man. Like again, Ant-Man 5. That was it. Something that did excite me though, that was pretty cool, was this new TMNT trailer. Was you able to catch that?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It looks really good.
Yeah, let's bring it up. Well, we can't actually play it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I have not been really a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles since I was a little kid. Like, I think the last time I was really into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was like, well, it was that 3D animated movie, TMNT. I think it was like 2007.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Like ever since then, I've just kind of been like, it's something that like, you know, I'm glad people enjoy it still, but I don't really enjoy it. But this trailer looks amazing. And I assume it looks amazing because it's produced by Seth Rogen, and like he's a massive fucking nerd. So
I mean, I really have a thing with the turtles, right? Especially when they try to make new movies and stuff. It's always like, all right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to make some money or something, and so I'm just like, all right, whatever. The Michael Bay stuff wasn't good, but I didn't mind it. You know, like he was trying to give us everything we actually wanted, but it's just he Michael Bayed it, right?
Yeah.
But he gave us Bebop and Rocksteady in the big screen. We never seen that, but again, he Michael Bayed the shit. The shredder that he gave us in part 1, that's massive super shredder suit and bullshit, that was dumb. Then we got the one that you're talking about, the animated movie, which was what year was that? 2012?
I swear that was 2007.
Something like that. Early. I remember watching that in the theater, and I dug it, even though it was like, these ain't my turtles, but you know, whatever. Now, I'm a sucker for soundtracks, right? When they're playing good music in the trailers, that's why I always liked that's why I dug that new movie with Jonah Hill and shit that I talked about last time. My man plays hip hop right in the beginning of the trailer, and I'm like, yeah, you got me already. And then I see this, and it's like, you know, it's like his take on what they look like, and it's almost like these the Nickelodeon turtles that they have now, just not Raphael's not like looks like a sumo wrestler, and then, you know, thing. It's like they all have their little personalities. You look like they look super young. Look at Michelangelo. He looks like he's like 12, right? Like, based on his face, he looks like he's like a little kid. So like, how old are these dudes? Teenagers, right? Every time we see the turtles, they look like grown ass adults. So for them to be like little kids, it looks funny. I saw the trailer and it looks cool. I dig it. I'm gonna watch it for sure. And I'm excited to see how this happens. You know, the trailer got me. I thought it was cool. The trailer got me. It's a funny. I can't even read that, bro. Satirical,
yeah.
Satirical. Meta comedy. It's worth the watch. The Nick Cage movie. Okay. I have nothing nice to say about the Paramount Pictures. Yes, I know, Cheney. We got flagged for putting up those leaked images in the beginning, and no warning, just right up your ass. Take this.
Yeah, that's how YouTube does it.
No, it wasn't even YouTube. It was on IG.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, no warning, nothing. Just fuck off. So yeah, no post on them. My man Chad, what's up, bro? How you doing? But yeah, man, the movie looks pretty cool. I dig it. I'm gonna definitely watch it. opening week or two. We'll see. I don't think I want to see more than this trailer though. Oh shit! Not flag claimed. Way
That's
worse. Way worse.
crazy.
Yeah. It's not my fault that fucking your pictures got leaked. It's not like we did it. Like fuck off, Paramount.
Yeah, that is crazy because whenever there's like a Lego that leaks, like a picture that leaks, it's instantly spread all over the internet, and it's like they don't even try to take it down. So I don't know why. Like, if something leaks like that, like I don't know why they try to take it down.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But like sticking with trailers, let's talk about some more MCU stuff and the ugly Groot. What did you think about this Guardians trailer?
Honestly, like I'm excited for the movie, but this trailer really didn't do that much for me. Like, I'm sure it'll be good because I liked Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 1, but I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2 a lot more, which if Andre was here, he'd yell at me for that. But yeah, this trailer isn't that great. Like it doesn't get me excited for the movie. It's more just like this is the movie.
Yeah. I mean, nah. I don't know. This did nothing for me. Usually, like the soundtracks, like in the movies, usually do the trick too, you know. But there was nothing. Then we get the dude from Peacemaker in this, and I'm just waiting
Yeah.
to see John Cena somewhere. I dig the suits that they're all in unison now. Like, you know, everybody's wearing the same stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. We saw Astro from the special, so I guess he's like chilling with the team now. This golden variant, whatever this dude is, what's his name?
Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock. Yeah, nah. I feel like I'd rather see him in CGI somewhere instead of this gold body paint. But again, we'll see. They're carrying Quill there. He's not gonna die.
Yeah, no.
Rocket looks like he's gonna die. Well, I mean, that
Right.
was the rumors we've seen, right? Or been hearing that he might die.
Yeah, I'm betting Rocket and
Drax.
Yes.
Yeah. And this whole thing with Gamora, I don't even care if they explain it, man. It's just like, all right, she just ended up staying with him for some reason instead of just being like, peace out. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't really excite me for the movie that much. It's just like, get ready because this movie's coming out.
Hitting the Central and Bougie Paradise later, yo. Yo, man, have a great time, bro. Cheney said, "There's no reason to even have Adam Warlock after Infinity War. It's pointless." Yeah, I don't know nothing about these characters, so whatever.
Yeah, I really don't know that much about Adam Warlock.
Yeah, I know nothing except for we saw him in part 2, right? With those gold people.
He was in the
like a
cocoon.
coffin or something.
Yeah.
Some cocoon or some shit. Yeah. But yeah, this trailer did nothing for me. I hope it ends here. I mean, it has to, right? Because now this dude ain't he's with DC now, so it's not like he's gonna be directing more of these movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it for James Gunn. I think he even said that this is it for him in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like I said, it makes sense because he finished this. Now he's with the running DC and shit. So
yeah,
it's over for them unless they bring in someone else and it's a whole new Guardians team. But do we kind of want to watch that? Do we want to see that? a whole new
I mean,
team?
I'm sure they're gonna have a new Guardians team no matter what, just because like the Guardians have always been sort of a background thing in the Marvel universe, but I don't think they're gonna get any more movies.
Yeah. Look at him. This is like, oh, you love. He's like, what? So stupid. But yeah, I'm not excited for this, to be honest. Let's see. And speaking of DC, we got this trailer at the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
We got this trailer for the Super Bowl of The Flash. Everybody was going ape shit. Everybody was getting a hard on for Keaton showing up.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, man? AZ Toy Hunters Guild. What's going on? My man right here, straight out from Narnia, finding all the stuff at his Targets and Walmarts. Yeah, everybody getting a hard on for Keaton, and everything. And I'm just like, dude, why are y'all excited? This has been a thing for like the past
Yeah.
2 years already. Like this movie's been done. This movie's been done. Why y'all excited for something we've been known? Just because y'all seen him? I guess it's exciting I guess it's a confirmation, right? That he's there.
Yeah, that's
other
probably.
than that, I really didn't care for that. He didn't excite me. It didn't excite me at all.
It's weird because I've seen people more excited for that one scene of Ben Affleck than they were for Keaton. Like, of course, it's Snyder bots thinking like, "Oh, this is the return of the Snyderverse," even though
yeah,
no fucking way.
Shout out to the boys with the toys. Yeah, man. This movie. All right, cool. Flashpoint. You want to give me Flashpoint? Fine, give it to me. But, why do we have two effing Barry Allens, right, in the same spot? Wasn't it the whole thing that it's like he went back?
I'll tell you why. It's because the one is gonna turn evil. I like it's so predictable that like the one's gonna turn evil, and then he's gonna be like, okay, well, I gotta reset everything, so I'm gonna run, and then
reverse Flash. We're gonna get Reverse Flash.
Or something like that. I don't think reverse. I would prefer we got Reverse Flash, but it's really just the Flash, but evil. And I know there was a toy leak that had Dark Flash, and it was like it looked like the Flash made out of like rock, and it was just like it's not. I'm not excited for this movie. Like I cannot get excited for this movie.
So we just got shut down, Adam.
Huh?
Yeah, we're not even on anymore.
Fucking Warner Brothers.
Stream suspended for policy violation.
Warner Brothers, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh. Like we weren't even playing the audio. Like
That's funny.
Stupid.
That is funny.
That's really funny. That's so fucking stupid.
That is funny. And he just hit me up. I didn't even know. I just saw AZ Toy Hunters Guild say, "Uh-oh," and I was like, he's like, Cheney said it's because you said the F word. Oh, man. Well, that sucks.
That fucking sucks. That's